Hi and welcome to the House of Resin YouTube channel. I'm Pam Harris from Highland Boxes and I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to be doing some resin art. I've cut this board out here. This is something I've got for the bathroom, so if it comes out okay I'm going to be putting this into my bathroom. It's sort of like a wavy look. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this. You don't need pressure or vacuum or anything fancy. In fact, all you need is some resin. This is the resin I'm using. It's the Amazing Clear Cast. I've got ocean blue here and white, and I might add some other colours into it as well. I've got one of these little burners here. These are sort of between sort of 7 or 8 to 15 to 20 pound. You get them, you know, you can get them for a few pound in some shops, and it just uses lighter gas, butane lighter gas, to fill that up. And the other thing I'm going to be using is something that we all have, which is a hairdryer. And we're going to make a nice piece of art, and this piece of art's not going to have any bubbles in it. This is the first in the series for casting, doing stuff without having to use pressure or vacuum. Right, I'm just going to mix this resin in. I've already poured the quantities I want into it. So, give it a good stir up. These cups are a little bit flimsy, but they're just normal drinking cups that you can use here. If you're a bit more conscious about the environment and that, you can buy from Metal Clays or / House of Resin. You can get the silicone ones. I'm just making sure I've got all this resin mixed up. You don't have to worry about how many bubbles you're getting in it when you're mixing it. Just going to get my stool. Yeah, you don't need to worry about I don't know where I've got blue from. Oh, from that container. You don't need to worry about how many bubbles you get in it here, because the hairdryer is going to move the resin round, and this little blowtorch is going to pop the bubbles for us. I mean, if you don't have a hairdryer, you can use a straw and blow it through. So it really is very basic, the stuff on here. The two colours that I'm using here, I mean, you can use any colours you wish, but I get my colours from House of Resin. I'll put all the links below to everything that you'll need for this project, including a cheap hairdryer. Okay, I'm just going to pour it back into this one. Give it another mix. Okay, I'm going to move this resin to the side there for this. So I'm going to first do a coating. I've just got this up on a couple of bits of HDPE, and the backing bit that I'm using here is a rubble sack. So you can use this on the work surface, but you just need to make sure you protect your work surface, because if the resin gets on it, it's a devil to try and move. So make sure that your work surface is well covered. Okay, that's that stirred up. Now I'm just going to put a drop in here for the white first of all. And I'm just going to put those aside, because we have plenty of time with this resin, so we don't need to worry too much about getting it all stirred in and stuff. Just getting another couple of sticks. So I'm just putting some white in here. And yeah, that will be enough there. I was thinking of doing the background white, but I think I might just pour the colours onto it so that I can get the colours I want. So that's the white done. So I'll pour a little bit into another plastic pot, and I'm going to put a little bit of blue in this one. Like I say, we've got plenty of time with this resin, so even if you need to mix more up, it's not a problem. Now it's going to be I want it to be quite simple, this, for my bathroom, but you can make it as exciting as you wish to have it. Now at the edge of this board here, I actually, because this is just a bit of plywood, because I needed it to be light for putting on the wall, and I just actually painted the rim round blue just to make sure it had got some colour on it, because I didn't want the plywood edging showing through too much. So what I'm going to do now is get some of this onto here. Now the reason that I'm doing such a bright colour, because when I actually show you the picture at the end of this, it's purely because I'm doing something bright because my bathroom is really bland in colour. So I wanted something to just liven it up a little bit. I'm just going to do it lightly. For a minute. I'm going to get some white on it now. You can see the bubbles burst in this when you put that over it. Right, now add a little bit more colour. Not really getting that bit to what I want it to look like. Put the blue in. Now you can buy little canvases to do this, or obviously like I've done, I've just cut my shape out of MDF because I'm wanting something Pacific. But it really does give you scope to be as adventurous as you want to be. Get some more blue on this area. I'll still have extra resin there to make up. It takes very, very little resin. You'll get a few paintings out of one of the small boxes. Right, it's certainly looking like I like it. A bit more blue going around there. Right, we'll give this another go over with a hairdryer, and then we'll burst some bubbles. Right, I'm going to go over it with this now. Now you might be able to see how the bubbles burst. Now when you use this torch as well, sometimes you get little cells and odd little shapes coming up out of the resin with it heating up. Yeah, you can see it close to the resin. I've just done that actually and I can smell it. You want to make sure that the complete painting is, that's not really a painting, but the complete art piece is completely covered. I'm going to go over a little bit more. Right, I don't think I'm going to do anything else. So I'll come back when we've got it up on the wall. Like I say, that's a very, very simple project. Took 5 minutes. Look, I've still got half of the resin left. It takes such a small amount of resin to do these projects. So what we'll do now is I'll leave it to dry overnight, get a cardboard box just to cover it if I can find one big enough for this particular project, to try and stop the dust landing on it. But other than that, for me, this painting's finished. So you don't need any degassing with this. All you need is this and your hairdryer and your amazing clear cast. And you get all those little bubbly bits in. That's due to using one of these. So hope you enjoyed that and hope it helps you out.